Howdy y'all, and welcome back to Masters of Brickjitzu. Today we are taking a look at ZANE'S Ice Dragon Creature. Being a massive Zane fan and a massive Dragon fan, this set was probably my most anticipated set of 2023. While it looks great on display, it's not really great as a toy, and I kind of feel like it missed the mark. But before we get into all that, let's take a look at the minifigures and the side builds. This set comes with 5 figures: Pixel, Zane, the Bone King, a Bone Knight, and a Bone Warrior. Unfortunately, none of these figures are exclusive to this set, but regardless, they have absolutely amazing prints, and I love this new spring green lower jaw piece as well as the bone weapon pack. Here's a little bit closer look at the Bone Warrior's banner. I decided to show this just because I love the stickers and the print, and I also love this new animal skull piece. While I was messing around with the set, I also discovered that this banner would fit on the back of this little launcher thing. Speaking of side builds, this set comes with 2 of them. We have the launcher thing, and then we also have this little gate thing. The set description says it's a temple, but it does bring a really good idea for a mock. Now let me make one thing abundantly clear with this dragon. It looks gorgeous. The light aqua, the sand blue, the trans blue, and the white and gold just work so well for this dragon. The general shaping of it also just, it looks so cool and it feels mighty and powerful. I don't think you can see that anywhere more than the head. The head is comprised of a new upper piece and a new lower piece for the jaw. I love the new upper piece and I'm really excited to see what LEGO does with it. However, I'm not a big fan of the lower jaw just because it's really chunky and just kind of looks weird to me, but it's not the end of the world. One thing that I'm not a big fan of is this little jaw hinge piece. I really wish that LEGO would go out of their way to make something that looks a little more thicker and a little sturdier, but that's kind of a small complaint there. Another thing that I really love is the neck piece has a little ball joint. You can kind of see there in the middle that helps prop the head up, and you can kind of see why here. Just by a little press down, it just kind of starts to float down, and that feels kind of weird, but that ball joint's there to stop it. I'm a massive fan of these new horn pieces, and I think they look so good. I'm so excited to see what I can do with them mock-wise. Let's move on to these wings. These things are gorgeous, and they're so simple too. They're attached by these 2 ball joints here, and give a nice up and down. And then the wing pieces themselves are attached by a hinge here. Now, one of my biggest complaints with this is if you press down too hard, it just kind of pops right off, and that can be a little annoying while you're playing. Speaking of things popping off, these little white pieces down here in the legs gave me so much grief while I was building it and while I was kind of playing with it after I built it. These shouldn't just pop off like that. Speaking of other things popping off, pearl gold toe pieces gave me so much grief. I'd never wanted to glue LEGO onto a piece more than this. The back of this front leg looks terrible. This 2x4 space should definitely be covered by something, especially when the front of this leg looks so beautiful with the ice looking pieces coming off and out of it. Like, what was the designer thinking there? Like, come on. Let's talk about what makes this dragon different visually. And that's this extra set of legs in the middle. I am not a big fan of the posability aspect with these because pose it a certain way and these legs just kind of dangle there and it kind of looks a little weird. You can pop off the legs and I think that it looks better that way. You can get some more dynamic poses. It's kind of up to the builder at that point. But you know, a 6-legged dragon is, you know, kind of cool and kind of different. Let's talk about one of my favorite parts of this dragon, and that's this ridge on the back and this aqua blue. This aqua blue is so dynamic and I think it looks so good. And I also just love this little simple 2-seater space for Zane and Pixel to sit. I just think that's really cool. Touch on this banner really quick too. This 2x6 I think works so well and really kind of stands out with the other banners from the core wave. And before I let you go, let's compare this dragon to some others, both that came out this year and also ones that have come out in the past. Just looking at this picture right here, the dynamicness of the colors of this new dragon just pop so much better than just kind of the blues and the silvers and the whites and stuff that they've used before. And I think that really carries this dragon's look and its color. Overall, I don't think that this set is worth the $100 price point. I could see it maybe at 70 or 80, even 90, but there's nothing necessarily exclusive to the set that really makes it stand out to me, and it looks much better as a display piece than a toy. But let me know what you think. Comment down in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Bye!